People often think that everything on Earth has been discovered and there are no new places to explore. But the world is still teeming with mysteries. The unexplained, the uncanny, and the frightening. So let's check out these top 10 mysterious places in the US that might send chills tingling down your spine. Make sure to subscribe to Ultra Weird and stick around for number 1, if you dare. Number 10, RACETRACK PLAYA, Death Valley National Park, California. The racetrack is a scenic dry lake with what has been described as sailing stones that inscribe linear racetrack imprints in their path. It is located above the northwest side of the Death Valley. People have tried to unlock the mystery behind these sailing stones, which mysteriously move across the sandy playa's surface on their own, leaving visible tracks in their wake. Given that these rocks chart a new course once every 3 years, no one has ever seen them in motion. Some theorize that, in winter, wet clay and strong winds, which can reach speeds up to 90 miles per hour, are to blame. But no one is 100% certain what lies behind this mystery. Number 9. Skinwalker Ranch, Utah. Take the eerily named Skinwalker Ranch in a remote corner of the northeastern Utah. Some have called it a supernatural place, others have deemed it cursed. In 1994, a couple moved to the 400-acre compound and immediately started seeing disturbing things. Terry Sherman and his wife Gwen shared their chilling experiences, saying that they witnessed the appearance of huge, otherworldly creatures, invisible objects emitting magnetic fields with the power to spark a cattle stampede, flying orbs of light with dazzling maneuverability and lethal consequences. Not everything that they saw on their ranch was skyborne UFOs, though. They also claimed to see mysterious large animals, most notably a wolf 3 times the size of a normal wolf that Terry shot at close range multiple times, but to seemingly no effect. Eventually, they got scared and sold the property within a few months. Number 8. Magnetic Hill, Montauk, New Brunswick. In the 19th century, a cart path was built from the city in the south onto the ridge. Later, it was noticed that at one point near the base of the ridge, when driving south, motorists were required to accelerate to prevent rolling backwards. The novelty became known as Magnetic Hill and was more or less an amusing local attraction for residents and visitors to try. Eventually, with the rise in tourism after the Second World War, along with the local highway construction, which saw a mountain road bypass built further west from Magnetic Hill, the roughly 1 kilometer segment of gravel road became one of Montauk's prime tourist attractions. Visit the place yourself and enjoy the mystery, but you have to be very careful if you choose to drive to the bottom of this iconic hill. When a car is placed in neutral, it will begin to roll backwards, apparently uphill. Number 7. Roanoke Island, North Carolina. Roanoke Island was an English settlement initially established in 1585 by Sir Walter Raleigh. A group of about 120 men, women, and children arrived in 1587. Shortly after arriving, colonist Eleanor Dare, daughter of Governor John White, gave birth to Virginia Dare. She was the first English child born in North America. Governor White returned to England later that year for supplies, where, due to the impending war with Spain, White wasn't able to return to Roanoke Island until 1590. When he arrived, the colony had vanished. The fate of those first colonists remains a mystery to this day, and one of America's most intriguing mysteries. Archaeologists, historians, and other researchers continue to work to resolve this mystery, but we may never know. Number 6. Mount Shasta. This next story comes from a man named Richard LaLancet, a software engineer from Ottawa, who shares his experience when he traveled in 2006 to Mount Shasta in hopes of having a first-hand encounter with a UFO. The very first night, he saw brilliant white and green lights that would respond to their laser signaling. They came from a steep side of the mountain, way too steep for climbers. Over the following days, a series of incredible incidents unfolded in the immense skies over the mountain's slopes. And LaLancet returned home from Northern California a changed man, admittedly more connected with nature and the universe. LaLancet is not alone in his experience on Mount Shasta, nor in wanting to explore one of life's greatest mysteries. According to a 2007 Associated Press poll, 1 of 3 people believes in the existence of UFOs on Mount Shasta, and many have seen them during their visits. Have you? Number 5. The Oregon Vortex, Oregon. The Oregon Vortex is a glimpse of a strange world where the improbable is commonplace and everyday physical facts are reversed. It is an area of naturally occurring visual and perceptual phenomena, which can be captured on film. No matter your education or profession, you will find a challenge to all of your accepted theories. As people have been going to this mysterious site since the 1930s, the circular area of a naturally occurring visual and perceptual phenomena is famous for creating strong feelings of vertigo. Nowhere in the circle do you normally stand straight. A person assumes a posture that inclines towards magnetic north. Horses of Native Americans who referred to the area as forbidden ground refused to go into it. That should tell you something. Number 4. Coral Castle, Homestead, Florida. Coral Castle in Homestead, Florida may appear just to be another roadside tourist trap, but look deeper and you'll discover it's a wild backstory. The structure, made of megalithic-sized stones, was built over 28 years ago by a single slight-framed man, Edward Leedskalnin, as a temple to his lost love. Mr. Leedskalnin claimed he discovered the ancient secrets of the Great Pyramids back in his homeland, Latvia, and was witnessed levitating 1,000-pound stones in the dead of night. What is not understood is how a single man built the Coral Castle, which is made of many limestone boulders, some of which weigh about 15 tons. It took him more than 25 years. He was the only one to say that he knew how the Great Pyramids in Egypt were built, but the secret died with him. Number 3. Old Faithful, Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming. Old Faithful is a mystery that no one has solved yet. The park's hydrothermal systems are an enigma. The iconic geyser erupts every 90 minutes on average like clockwork and lasts up to 5 minutes. Scientists still don't understand how and why Old Faithful erupts at varying intervals. Research has shown that a large egg-shaped chamber is connected to the mouth of Old Faithful by something like a pipe. Water levels rise after every eruption and sends steam bubbles into a conduit, which creates a bubble trap that leads to the eventual steam explosion. Number 2. TRANS-ALLEGHENY Lunatic Asylum, West Virginia. Used as a residence for the mentally ill as far back as the mid-1800s, the Lunatic Asylum is open from March through November for tours, truly capitalizing on Halloween's energy. The hospital earned National Historic Landmark status in 1990 but closed down in 1994, and rumored ghosts have haunted the premises ever since. By the 80s, the hospital had a reduced population due to changes in the treatment of mental illness. Those patients who could not be controlled were often locked in cages. In February 1986, then Governor Arch Moore announced plans to build a new psychiatric facility elsewhere in the state and converted the Weston Hospital to a prison. The building and its grounds have since been mostly vacant and are the source of several paranormal activities. Number 1. SATTVA Sanctuary, Lake Trout, Washington. At the base of Mount Adams lies an incredible hotbed of UFO activity, a wooded ranch cum spiritual retreat. The property belongs to James Gilliland, who established enlightened contact with extraterrestrial intelligence, or ESETI, and has been hosting UFO sighting events since 2003. Gilliland reports frequent UFO sightings and unexplained light shows on site. Countless visitors to the conscious-raising compound, including many prominent scientists, report staggering UFO eyewitness accounts, documented sightings, sounds, even alleged contact of the third kind. The curious public is welcome Monday through Thursday to conduct its sky watches. Coincidentally, it was after seeing a UFO near Mount Adams in 1947 that pilot Kenneth Arnold first coined the term flying saucer. That's a wrap for the 10 mysterious places in the USA. Which one freaked you out the most? Make sure to give this video a like and also subscribe to Ultra Weird for more ultra weird stuff from around the world and beyond.